Okay, so for week 12, you are going to check out the student checklist, and on that checklist, you will see that we are working on the zoomed drawing, and those were notes that you took last week about filling in the frame, meaning that you were kind of closing in on an object and using it to fill out the frame of your paper. You wouldn't really worry about a background because your subject should be so zoomed in that it takes up most of the actual drawing paper. That's what those notes were. So if you look, you can look over those again. They'll also be in the PowerPoint here in a minute that I'll show you. But you're going to look over the PowerPoint, look at the student example so you understand the project, and then you're actually going to start creating that Zoom project this week. Make sure that you really look at the examples and please read the instructions. If it's not going to be the whole page, then you're just going to have to do it over again. You guys need to really focus on the instructions and do the projects correctly, or you won't get credit for them. So I'm going to go over the PowerPoint. And these were the notes that we talked about last week, really kind of zoning in on your subjects, and it helps to get out those backgrounds that might be distracting. Also, it helps to fill the frame, and you can actually use that space wisely and use it to zoom in on a lot of details. This is important that you pick something. The subject of your drawing has to have a lot of detail or a lot of texture to it because you're going to be zooming in very close. If you don't have a lot of detail in this drawing, then it's just going to look really boring because you're going to be so zoomed in. So make sure that there is detail in whatever you choose to draw because there needs to be a lot of interest in it since you're so close together. So zoomed in drawing helps to kind of fill that frame and help you with composition and figure out layouts. And it also helps create kind of drama and have a lot more focus on your one subject. I'm going to show you some artist examples of some professional artists who use this zoomed in technique in their drawings. And these are all drawings, even though they kind of look very photorealistic, they are drawings. This is Sherry Egger, and she does a lot of very complicated, almost like you were to look inside a box or a drawer of things collected that are very close and zoomed in and detailed. This is with colored pencil. So you see she has a lot of detail in these, a lot of interesting little parts to it that she has to draw, so it makes it interesting to draw. And it makes it interesting to look at. Another artist is Esther, and this artist zooms in on animals and focuses on animals, and these are colored pencil drawings. So you can see all of the great textures and fur or feathers that's used to kind of really hone in on these and make them the center of attention. This artist is known to work on these drawings for 6 months to a year to get all of this detail. And then we have Brian Scott, who does a lot of zoomed in portraits, and these are colored pencil as well. So he has created really nice designs and compositions with how he's decided to place the person's face into the drawing and onto the paper. So he makes these really cool negative spaces by placing the face on certain parts of the paper. So just keep that in mind where you're placing your subject, and the negative space that you're creating could be just as interesting as the actual thing that you're drawing. Here's another artist who looks super photorealistic. These look like photos, but Sarah actually draws these with colored pencils as well. And she focuses on kind of like Candy, kind of like a Wayne Thiebaud artist, and zooms in on things that are very colorful. So these are filling the frame, and they are great examples of close-up drawings. Here's some other examples that I usually show my class. They're fun, but they're also show you that it doesn't have to be a super complicated object to draw it. You can kind of zoom in on something simple like a shoe or your pet's nose and use that to kind of be your inspiration, and as long as it has a lot of detail in it, you're going to be able to make a really interesting drawing. So for your zoomed in drawing, make this white so you can read it. You're going to make sure that it fills your page and that it has to have either color or shading. You also want to make sure that it has a lot of detail or texture because it needs to fill in the entire page. These are not going to be small drawings. They should be at least an 8 by 10 page, 8 by 10 paper. Think about how you position your object onto the paper and think about your negative space and if it's interesting to look at the way you've placed it on there. And then after you complete your drawing, you have all your textures or your color or your shading, make sure that you write your name on the drawing and you submit a photo for credit. You're going to go to the actual zoomed in drawing project. You're going to click that and you'll submit it here. There's also a rubric as well of those 5 categories, and they're a little bit more in detail there if you want to read that, and that will show you exactly what you will be graded on for this project.